Yo, everybody, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. Also, this is a live stream because I'm doing kind of two things at once here. This is going to be a video and a live stream. Oh my goodness, guys, we're going to hop right into this because you know what we're talking about. We're talking about the Nintendo Direct that just happened like 2 hours ago, or actually 3 hours ago, 3.5 hours ago. Man, before we get into any kind of videos or trailers or any other information about this direct, let me just express my gratitude towards Nintendo because I don't know who this direct was for. I don't know who's excited for this direct, but it's almost as if Nintendo has been listening to me. And I know they haven't. I'm not that stupid. But everything I asked for, we received from this direct. And I wish I was live streaming this direct because you guys would have seen my initial and immediate reaction. But unfortunately, I was unable to do so. However, I have to do an update video, a follow-up video with you guys because I was blown away by this direct, truly. The first 20 minutes of the direct, I thought, okay, okay, this is cool, all right, they can skip past that, or okay, some things here and there were cool, but it got to about the 25-minute mark. And this trailer in particular, which you're seeing right now, which I'm going to play, this, as soon as I saw this, I knew it. Game Boy games are being added to Nintendo Switch I couldn't believe it. Switch, you can play these games anytime, there was a rumor just like you could back that in the day. Game Boy games and Game Boy Advance games were coming to the Nintendo Switch online service. I thought to myself, well, that just makes sense, and I figured it was a matter of time. I just did not necessarily think that it was going to happen today. But I mean, look at this. I mean, oh my gosh, man. From the Mario games to the Legend of Zelda. If you know me, you know how much I like the Legend of Zelda, and we're going to get into that later. But, I mean, we get Link's Awakening, the DX version, which is, I believe, the Game Boy Color version. I mean, we got Tetris. We even have Gargoyle's Quest. I mean, when I saw Gargoyle's Quest, I'm getting tongue-tied right now, but when I saw Gargoyle's Quest, the immediate thought that occurred to me was Seasons of Ages and Oracle of Seasons. I'm sorry, Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons. If you don't know what that is, it's the Zelda games for Game Boy Color. Because the reason why I thought of that was because if you see over here, there's a Capcom logo on Gargoyle's Quest. And Capcom developed Gargoyle's Quest. And Capcom also developed Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages as well as the Minish Cap. Let's just keep watching because this is so good. I mean, I'm going to skip forward here because I'm sure you guys have already seen this anyway. But I mean, we got Game & Watch Gallery 3, Alone in the Dark, the New Nightmare, like that's okay. Like, hey, look, me personally, this is not a game that I will be playing. Game & Watch is not a game that I will be playing, but I'm just so happy to see a library of Game Boy games. But of course, Metroid 2 I'll be playing. I mean, this is so cool, man. Traverse a world that changes between day and night based on your actions. It's just so good. I mean, Kirby's Dream Land. Oh my goodness, guys, look at this lineup. I mean, just these two games alone, it's incredible. It's incredible that this is happening. I mean, I'm just so happy. You guys don't understand how happy I am. Like, with the Wii U and 3DS eShops closing in March, everybody's been talking about get your games, and make sure you buy your games before the eShop closes. And of course, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, okay, I'll get one game. I ended up getting the Minish Cap on my Wii U because I genuinely wanted to have that game. But for these games, like, Oracle Ages and Seasons, like, I don't know, like, something told me, like, to just wait. I don't know. I was just like, I had like this gut feeling to just like wait and hold off on those, because I had a feeling that like Nintendo was gonna do Game Boy for the Switch. I mean, it just made so much sense to do that. When they did N64, when they announced that for the Switch's online service and did this whole expansion pass thing, I was just like, okay, like I gotta wait now for them to do Game Boy, and you don't know when that's gonna happen. But it's here. It is finally here. And then, of course, when I saw that they were doing the Game Boy and Game Boy Color, I just lost my mind because I knew what was coming next. And what came next did not disappoint. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Game Boy Advance games. If you know me, you know I love my Game Boy Advance. I love it so much. And this is the first game they show off. And, of course, I was just so excited. This is Minish Cap, by the way, if you don't know. The Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap. I mean, look at this. We got Super Mario Advance. Ah, man, it's so good. Like, these are so good. Such good games.
WarioWare Inc. Mega Micro
WarioWare Inc.
Experience the origins of the Lightning Fast
I mean, it's so cool. It's so cool.
Kuru Kuru Kururin. Guide the spinning stick to the goal.
I don't even know what this game is, but I'm gonna play it, right? Because that's what's so cool about this online service. And of course, Super Circuit. If you haven't played Super Circuit, I do recommend you play Super Circuit. It's pretty good, and it still does hold up. Honestly, it hasn't aged out just yet. But guys, this is just insane. It's so cool.
The Legend of Zelda.
Of course, this game, this is what makes it, and the Metroid games, honestly, for me as well. I believe that they're on here. I would be shocked if they're not. But yeah, you can see Fusions right there. We got Fire Emblem, F-Zero. I see Golden Sun in the corner right there. Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. Oh my goodness, guys, the lineup is about to be crazy. I really want to see it on the Switch. I haven't looked at it. I actually have to make sure that I update my Switch right now. It's just so good, guys. It's crazy. It's crazy. I lost my mind, and then Nintendo hit me with another trailer to make me absolutely lose my mind, because they hit me with this Metroid Prime Remastered trailer. I mean, we just, I'm not sure how much of this I can play, honestly. Like, these videos, like, I don't want to get like flagged for like any kind of copyright, but I'm sure you guys have already seen it, so I don't even need to worry about that too much. But guys, we got Metroid Prime Remastered. Oh my goodness. Like, this is crazy, and it's available today. Like, that is wild. I mean, I'm recording this at night, so I mean, this is still, Wednesday. I mean, like, it's so cool. Nintendo really just, in my opinion, they outdid themselves for this Direct. This is by far, for me personally, by far the best Direct since the announcement of the Nintendo Switch. Like, this is the best Direct of the Switch's lifespan, I guess. I'm at a loss for words right now, to be honest with you guys. Like, I just can't get over this excitement. You know what I mean? Like, I put out a video on YouTube earlier in the year talking about the games that I felt I was most anticipated for. And my number 2 spot was a Metroid Prime remake, remaster, or a Prime Trilogy remaster. And I'll be honest with you, a Prime Trilogy remaster would have been crazy, right? That would have been like super amazing. But I mean, just to have Prime remastered is awesome. Like, that's sick. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to be able to play this game. You're going to be able to play this game. We're going to be able to play this on the go, you know. And it's just, it's again, a game that I just wanted to see end up on the Switch. I'm a fan of remakes and remasters when priced fairly. This game, in my opinion, is priced fairly. It is $40, $39.99. You know, I think that's fair for a remaster. I don't know. I don't really have too much of a problem with that. But I can't believe we got Metroid Prime, the remaster, like today. Like, I can't believe it came out today. Like, I'll be honest with you guys, I was expecting to hear something about Metroid, whether it be, I knew we were not going to hear anything about Prime 4. I was hoping it was either going to be Metroid Prime Remaster, or we get Fusion and Zero Mission from the GBA online service. However, I'm just so excited because we got both on the same day. Like, I'm going to get my copy physically because I collect games physically, not so much digitally. So I'm cool to wait till, February 22nd, because I also have my own copy of Metroid Prime on the GameCube. So I'm not too worried about it, but I will be playing that a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, I'm just hyped to be able to play Prime on the go. It's so cool. This is what I love about the Nintendo Switch, is that you could just take these games and play them on the go. I could be at school and playing these games. Like, it's so mind-blowing. Even 7 years later, not 7 years later, I'm sorry, 6. What is math, right? Even 6 years later, the Nintendo Switch just continues to impress me. And finally, guys, I want to talk about The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. We got to talk about it. Let's watch this trailer together. So enjoy it. I mean, you can see these dragons here. I'm going to break it down a little bit because I'm curious, and I'm sure you guys have already seen the trailer, so I'm not worried about that. But we got these flying dragon looking things, you know, and they look like almost like pterodactyls or something. I mean, this is just a new enemy. It's so cool. We get to hear like Ganon speak. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. Oh my god. I just loaded up. I don't know if you guys can see the GBA games. Check it out. My fault. Watch the trailer.
Hyrule, eliminate this kingdom and her allies. Leave no survivors.
Link, I am not sure you'll be able to stop him.
Alright, this is where I'm going to start breaking it down a little bit, because they get more into detail about certain actions, certain weapons now, and let's just take a look at this bow and arrow. So you can see this arrow is a little different here, and it's kind of inflating on itself. And this new enemy that we have here, I'm not sure the name, but check out what this arrow does to this enemy. It's like a lock-on mechanism. I mean, that's sick. Also, check out the shield. I mean, this is gonna be like the new Traveler's shield right here. Like, I can't wait. So we're getting to see Link use his like Sheikah Slate arm. It's such a weird but cool concept. Look at that too. Look at this new weapon. I mean, absolutely demolishing the Stone Talus here. I mean, that's so sick. That is so cool. I mean, he's driving a car. It does not get better than Link on a car. I never thought it was going to get better than Link on a motorcycle, let alone Link on a car. I mean, this is crazy. But what I'm seeing here too, like what I'm noticing, and I could be wrong, and I don't, I'm just making, guesses and throwing things out here, but it looks like whatever this green energy source here is what is powering this vehicle and also other equipment and mechanisms and machinery in the land of Hyrule, which I just find super interesting because, like, for instance, this plain looking machine and vehicle, if you want to call it that, it looks like whatever this green thing is, I don't even know what to call it right now, but it looks like it's some sort of energy or life force. As you can see, something's fallen there, and it's also in the logo. So let's get on to some of the cool stuff they have to show.
Please, lend him your power.
Also, check this out, right? The champion's tunic is kind of ripped here. Like, bro, this game is going to be intense. That's how you know this game is going to be intense. Just this alone shows how intense it's going to be. Link and Zelda. Zelda falling. Link has to go save Zelda in the moment. Like, it's so cool. I can't wait to play this game. Alright, so we got our release date. And then they also give us some cool things to take a look at as well. And I'm going to pull that up here in a second. Let me see where I can find it.
Figure of Link from this.
Okay, so we get to see our first look at the amiibo for Link. I mean, we kind of knew this was going to be the amiibo. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. I was expecting more than one amiibo for this game. I'm still expecting more than one amiibo for this game. I'm not mad. Personally, I don't care. Whatever they want to give to us, I welcome with open arms. Whatever they do not want to give to us, I am okay with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. I trust Nintendo here on this game. My expectations are so high, but at the same time, it's just like the way that Breath of the Wild was done so, in my opinion, perfectly. I mean, there's a lot of things that I just find so flawless about Breath of the Wild, and of course that's because I'm biased about it. It's my own opinion. I love that game so much, and I have nothing but great things to say about it. But of course, going back to the amiibo, for Tears of the Kingdom, we're seeing our first look at Link. And I can tell you right off the bat, this amiibo is just so detailed. I remember in 2017, or I think it was either late 2016 or 2017, getting our first look at the Archer Link amiibo for Breath of the Wild. And I thought, wow, that looks so detailed and everything. But, over the years now, we're getting more and more detailed amiibos. I mean, just look at the Kazuya amiibo that just came out. And Sephiroth, that amiibo is super detailed. You know what I mean? So, like, we're getting better with these amiibos. I mean, even the Loftwing and Zelda amiibo that came out in 2021 for the release of Skyward Sword HD. I mean, that amiibo was super detailed as well. And of course, the prices go up with these amiibos as they become more detailed. And we're going to talk about prices a little bit now too, because, prices are changing for Nintendo. But anyway, back to the amiibo. This is confirmed by Nintendo that Tears of the Kingdom is going to have amiibo support with prior and past Legend of Zelda amiibo. So the reason why I say that is because I'm going to pull it up here in a second, but Nintendo had posted something on their Instagram page regarding amiibo support. So I want you guys to take a look at these images here because it's pretty cool. So as we can see, this is the new Tears of the Kingdom Link amiibo. And I just want to point something out. That's the Master Sword right there, I believe. And that's so cool. What a nice touch it is for that amiibo. But check out what you get. So these are the new unlockables, I guess, for Tears of the Kingdom. So let's just read the statement that Nintendo put out regarding these amiibos. Excuse me. So they said, this Link amiibo from The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom will launch alongside the game on May 12th. By tapping this amiibo, you can receive weapons and materials, as well as a special fabric for Link's paraglider. Scanning amiibo from the Legend of Zelda series will also give you helpful materials and weapons. You can receive helpful materials, weapons, or a paraglider fabric based on the amiibo you scanned. So guys, what does that mean? That means whatever Legend of Zelda amiibo you have in your collection, scan it in the game. You'll get something cool, just like we did in Breath of the Wild, except this time it looks like they're also adding paraglider fabrics, which I think is sick. I never even thought to ask for that from Nintendo, but this is why they're the best, because they think of these things. I mean, that is just so cool, and it's something I definitely will be utilizing, because as we can see here, we get what looks to be like, this is the Rider Link amiibo, and you get some sort of traveler fabric for the paraglider. And then if you scan like the Zelda and Loftwing amiibo, you get like a Zelda Skyward Sword themed paraglider fabric. If you scan the Majora's Mask amiibo, you get the Majora's Mask fabric for your paraglider. Like, guys, all this stuff is just different. It's bigger, it's better, it's what Nintendo does. They do it so well. So I just wanted to share this with you guys because I thought this was so cool. And it was just something that Nintendo had mentioned on their Instagram page that I saw. I'm going to go back to their Instagram page real quick because I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Let's also talk about the collector's edition. I'm going to actually pull it up here because this way it's like a little bit bigger. You guys get to see everything.
Will also be available on the same day. We hope you're looking forward to Legend of Zelda series. In addition to the standard version, a collector's edition of the game containing...
Alright, so let's take a look at the collector's edition real quick because this is pretty sick and I'm hyped for this for sure. So in this collector's edition, we get the game right here, a steel book, which I think is sick. I like steel books a lot. We also get a steel poster. And I've never seen a steel poster in person, but that's pretty cool. I like that. We get this pin set as well. So this pin set, I believe, is going to have like 4 pins, and all the pins are associated with, icons and logos from Breath of the Wild, or I'm sorry, not Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. And then of course we get the art book right here as well. And yeah, that's pretty much what comes in the collector's edition. I have no idea when this is going to be available for pre-order. I'm going to try to find out as soon as possible. I'll keep you guys updated too. Maybe not through a video, but maybe through my Instagram. I'll keep you guys updated on like when I find out this is available for pre-order and where. And also how much it's going to be. Because The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom recently just got a price change. And by that, I mean, listen, games are going up in price. We know this. We saw this with PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S. You know, we know this is going to happen. And Tears of the Kingdom is the first game that Nintendo decided to bump the price on. So we see here it is $69.99. It is no longer $59.99. It is now $69.99. A lot of people are going to be upset about that. But if you didn't know, I'm here to inform you that Nintendo is starting to pay their employees more money. And of course, when we see wages go up, guess what? Something has to, compensate for that wage increase. And guess what? We're the ones who are going to be compensating that because we're going to be paying a bigger price. And if you're Nintendo, it's smart. It's a smart move. I'm not going to fault them because they have this new voucher service, which if you don't know what that is, I'll show you real quick. All right, maybe not, but but essentially, this voucher service is going to be eligible just for digital games. And essentially what it is you're going to purchase this voucher for $99.99. However, you're going to get 2 vouchers with that. And those 2 vouchers are redeemable for 2 games. There's more details on Nintendo's website. If you want to go check it out, please do. But it's basically like buying one game and then getting another game for like half the price. Which is great in theory, but personally, like, it's not something I will be using because I don't really buy too many digital games that are new. And these vouchers seem to be only good for like pretty much new games. I mean, there's no sense in using it for a game that goes on sale. I'm not even sure if you can use it for a game that goes on sale. I believe you can use it for a game on pre-order though. So if you wanted to use it for something like Tears of the Kingdom, you can. It is game voucher eligible. It says it right here. But yeah, so that's how that voucher coupon is going to work. We also got news about Pikmin 4, and I think that's pretty cool too. Like, this is the first Pikmin game that I might play because it actually looks pretty good. But yeah, other than that, guys, we kind of discussed everything that I wanted to talk about. I did want to mention one more thing because I had put out a video a little while ago, a couple weeks ago, talking about Amiibo for The Legend of Zelda. And of course, now we know this is kind of not true. But it was regarding Amiibos being re-released for the Tears of the Kingdom release. And an article was put out about how a French retailer was like listing Zelda Amiibo for like retail basically, and how we might be getting Zelda Amiibo that are re-released for the release of Tears of the Kingdom. And I put out a video because I was super hype about that. I thought maybe if it was true that we would hear about it in this direct. Of course, we did not hear about it in this direct. There was no mention about any Amiibo other than the new Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Amiibo. So obviously that doesn't look like it's going to happen. I'm sorry to those who were hoping that it was going to happen. I was also hoping it was going to happen, but it doesn't look like it will be. But you never know. We could find out more in the future too. So this is why I say, like, stay tuned, but be careful. Who your sources are and who you trust, because there are a lot of people saying that it's going to happen and then it doesn't. I hope that I didn't misinform anybody, because that's not what I'm here to do. It was just a rumor, and I wanted to kind of keep you guys updated on that rumor, and I'm going to continue keeping you guys updated on some rumors here and there. I thought we were going to get some news about an OLED Switch for The Legend of Zelda, and we didn't. But any kind of rumor is a rumor for a reason. And yeah, so you got to take it with a grain of salt, and that's why it's a rumor, because, it may not be true. But Nintendo's pretty cool or not cool, but, they're good when it comes to rumors about, they kind of, when rumors start to flare up, they'll shut it down. That's essentially what I'm trying to say. They'll shut it down, and they did in this case. But guys, that's going to do it for the stream, for this video. Stay tuned for more in the future, because with how many games just got announced for the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance online service, I will be playing one of those and possibly streaming one of these days. So make sure to subscribe and click that bell icon to get notified for when I go live again. Anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for now. I hope you are as excited as I am. But yeah, till then, I'll talk to you guys soon, and enjoy the online service if you pay for it, and enjoy Metroid Prime if you're gonna play it, and let me know what you think of it. I hope it's good. All right, guys. Till then, take care.